everybody, Simistic this here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And today, headed out to one yard sale, picked myself up one Laserdisc and two DVDs, so let's take a look at what I got. The first time I picked up on Laserdisc for only $2, and that was Oscar, a movie I've actually yet to see. Now, I do already own this one on VHS, so I am picking this up to replace my VHS copy, but like I said, have yet to check it out, so definitely looking forward to seeing it. The second title I picked up on DVD for only 50 cents, and that was The Crush, a movie I have not seen in many years. Saw this one a long time ago on TV, haven't seen it since, so I do only remember a few things here and there from the movie, but for 50 cents, I figured I'd pick it up and check it out again. And the last time I picked up, once again for only 50 cents on DVD, was River's Edge. Now, I did just recently pick this one up on Laserdisc, and a lot of you guys told me it was a great movie, and I definitely need to sit down and watch it. So coming across this today for only 50 cents on DVD, definitely had to pick it up, and I'm definitely going to check this one out ASAP. And best thing about it, brand new, never opened, still sealed, a fantastic deal for, once again, only 50 cents. So that's it for what I bought today, so now onto what I watched. And today's Disney title was Return of Jafar. I remember this movie being a hell of a lot better. Over the years, I've heard a lot of people say very negative things about this movie. A lot of critics say they hate it. I've read a lot of very negative reviews on this movie, and I never understood why. I remember loving this movie when I was a kid. When I was a kid, what I would do was watch Aladdin and then immediately put in Return of Jafar. It was one of the same to me. I'd watch them back to back all the time, watch this movie just so often, and I absolutely loved it when I was a kid. So I really wanted to watch it today, especially since just yesterday I watched Aladdin. I was like, well, I haven't seen Return of Jafar in a very long time, so I knew I was going to sit down and watch it. And like I said, I remember liking this movie a lot more. I was very disappointed in this. It wasn't all that great. The animation was poor, which I do know was done by the Disney television, the television animation studio. So the animation looked very much like something you'd see on TV. The story wasn't all that great. I mean, it was okay, but not really. I didn't like the fact that we have Homer Simpson voicing the genie now, which that I knew. Even when I was a kid, I knew it wasn't Robin Williams doing it. I actually, as a kid, knew it was Homer Simpson, which I always kind of thought was sort of cool when I was a kid. Now, I just see the genie, and I'm just constantly thinking Homer Simpson the entire time. Every time he makes, some weird sound or something, I'm like, that's a Homer sound. And it really sort of takes away from the genie for me, because, again, I'm just picturing Homer Simpson the entire time. The music, not very good. The songs are kind of piss poor, so not really the best sequel, which is definitely a shame, because like I said, when I was a kid, I loved this movie, and for years, I've stuck up for this movie. Every time somebody told me this was a crap movie, I said, no, Return of Jafar is fantastic. I was wrong, and I completely stand corrected. It's really not all that good. I mean, I am a huge Disney fan, so just in the fact that it is a Disney movie, I do love it, and it does still hold sentimental value to me. So for that, I do like the movie, but, I can say that it's not all that good. I'm not going to just BS you. I'm not going to say it's a great movie just because I used to love it when I was a kid. No, I know it's not very good. It wasn't that great of a film. So would I recommend it? If you're a big Disney buff or you're a completist, obviously you have to have it in your collection. But otherwise, stay away. It's not something you're going to need to see. Obviously, Aladdin is a fantastic movie. My all-time favorite animated Disney movie. One you should own, one you should see. Just a fantastic film all around. But Return of Jafar, not so great. And the second sequel, the third movie, that one I know is not all that great, so that one I would definitely stay away from as well. Again, unless you're a huge Disney buff or you're a completist, stay away from basically both sequels. They're not that great. And now I'm actually tempted to sit down and watch the Lion King 2, because when I was a kid, I also really liked that movie, but I've heard bad things about that one too, so now I'm kind of thinking maybe it's going to be the same thing again. Maybe I'm going to sit down and watch Lion King 2, think of it as this great movie I used to watch when I was a kid all the time, and then be let down all over again like I was with Return of Jafar. So I might sit down and watch that one soon just to kind of see if it still holds up, or maybe if it actually is a bad movie that for some reason when I was a kid I loved. So once again, Return of Jafar, not the best movie, and not one that I would necessarily recommend to just your average Disney viewer. So that's it for what I bought when I watched today. Definitely excited for all the titles I picked up today from the local yard sale. Getting all those for a total of $3. That was a great deal. And also watching Return of Jafar, even though I was kind of let down by the fact that it wasn't as good as I remember it, I'm still happy I watched it. It is nice, actually, now to be able to give my real thoughts on the movie instead of, like I said, for years I've been sticking up for the movie. Now I can kind of say, when somebody bashes the movie, I can say, okay, yeah, you're sort of right. So I'm glad I watched it for that, but I'm so glad I watched it even though it wasn't that great, because it is a childhood, a movie from my childhood, a movie that I used to love when I was a kid, so I am glad I checked it out. I'm not regretting watching that movie at all. Plus, it's only like an hour and 9 minutes, so not a very long movie, not something you really gotta put up with for too long. It's pretty much starts and then it's over. But still, like I said, glad I checked it out. And as far as recommending it goes, it's not for everybody. Just basically die-hard Disney fans and completists only. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see what Disney title I watch tomorrow. See ya.